All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Loving all the support you guys have been giving us. It has been absolutely terrible weather here lately. Let me give you a little sneak peek. I mean, this is the first bit of sunshine that we've actually had today, and man, it is much needed. We've been having rain like all week, typical European weather. Most of the time, I feel like I'm in paradise here in Portugal because the weather's pretty good most of the time, but recently the weather has been pretty gross. As you can see, wearing my beanie again, we are getting back into the colder months of the year. Actually, it's been pretty great most of the time. We're almost into the later part of November, and some days I'm still able to wear a t-shirt outside, which is pretty nice. Keeps it pretty good for riding. Anyways, wanted to talk to you guys today about my gripe with the Motea crash guards. It's not anything too serious. I mean, these things have been pretty great. I only found that I needed to tighten them up once on these bottom part. They actually had a little problem down here at the bottom where it had come a little loose just from the first time that I put it together. So I did have to tighten that down a little bit. Let me give you guys a little peek down there. It was this little bolt right in here. So I did have to actually tighten that down just a bit more, but no big deal. Here's where I actually fell, and this is my gripe that I've got so far. So I have already cleaned this up. So actually, when I dropped the bike at one time, it did chip the paint off on the guards, and what happens when there is no protection, you get moisture, you get air, and then when you get on steel, you get rust. And so I did start getting some rust on here, and of course you don't want that to continue because that's bad news. It's the only thing that can really destroy these things. Steel itself is rust. So yeah, so I'm actually going to reapply like a layer. I've got like a 2-in-1 kind of protective anti-corrosion paint that I'm gonna put on here, and hopefully that will solve the problem for me. I hope it actually looks good. If you guys have any feedback on these things, if you've ever done this to your crash guards and you have any solutions, definitely throw it in the comments. Would love to see what you guys did as well. I'm gonna try this and see how it goes. I just used some WD-40 and used a wire brush to kind of get some of this surface rust off of the top of here before I paint, just because I wanted to get as much off as I possibly could, and it actually did a pretty good job getting all the surface rust off, so I was pretty happy with that. All right, so hoping that this actually worked, I'm gonna give you guys the end product. I mean, it looks pretty solid. Of course, it's wet paint at the moment, but it looks like it covered all the rust pretty well, and let's see if it actually does the job in the future of kind of staying on there strong through all the different weather conditions. But I wanted to do it today. You know, I've got a couple of trips coming up that I really wanted the bike to be good for. I don't want any rust if there's wet or anything like that. So let's see how it goes. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks good enough for me. If you guys do, seriously, if you do have any other solutions that you think would be better for this, throw it in the comments. I would love to hear kind of how you've beat rust on some of your crash guards before, you know, something that's good for outdoor use that'll last a long time. So throw that in the comments if you know. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I just kind of wanted to walk you through my only gripe that I've had with the Motea crash guards. Other than that, everything's been great. Bike's still running awesome, and I'm really excited to get out and do a couple more adventures. I've got 2 other trips planned for the future. So one of them's a couple months out, one's maybe, you know, 5 or 6 months out. So I'm actually really excited to get some of those trips on video, show you guys. Got a new drone coming, got a DJI drone coming, so I'm really excited to get some of that different footage. And if any of you guys are flying with drones right now, let me know how you like them. If you've come up with any cool solutions or any cool videos, that's a good resource for me. Would love to see that. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Ride safe, and we'll see you on the pavement.